So this is the last of the video in this module. We just learned about Spotify in the earlier video. Now let me take you to Lego. Remember, Lego is a game. Lego's storytelling model. It's a very interesting case study. We examine how the Lego group transformed from a traditional toy manufacturer into a global narrative ecosystem. Lego does not merely sell bricks. It sells worlds. Lego is a game which is made out of small bricks. And those worlds are constructed through transmedia storytelling, a model where different media platforms expand the same narrative universe rather than repeating it. So every time the story comes up, it expands a little, it expands a little, it expands a little. So what is this storytelling format from Transmedia? It refers to a particular strategy where each medium contributes uniquely to the story. The narrative expands across films, games, social media, theme parks, books, and finally the merchandise. Right? Consumers participate in the story. They get into the story rather than passively consume what is being told to them. Unlike integrated marketing communication, all of us know about integrated marketing communication, where the same message is adapted across platforms, right? But transmedia storytelling is totally different. It keeps on adding layer on layer on layer on layer in each platform. Lego is perhaps one of the most successful practitioners of this approach, where every platform adds a story layer. So Lego Transmedia has got a particular ecosystem to itself. That ecosystem is what we must learn. How do they execute this layer on layer storytelling narrative? Here, the Lego film acts as the narrative anchor. So the film is the core to the entire narrative. The entire turning point came when Lego came out with a movie.
A lifetime has passed since the horrific events of Taco Tuesday. Our lives descended into chaos. This new life has toughened and hardened us all.
2 coffees, please. 1 black, 1 with just a touch of cream and 25 sugars.
Well, toughened most of us.
I wake up in the morning, wide awake.
Good morning!
For the day.
Hello, cyborgs!
Say, what a morning.
Good morning, sewer babies!
Emmett, you gotta stop pretending everything is awesome. It isn't.
Yeah, I get it. And that's why I've cultivated a totally hard-edged side that's super tough and look, a shooting star, make a wish!
Oh no. Something new. What is it up to?
I don't know, but that beat is pretty fresh. Uh-oh.
It's like it knows our every move.
Weird, right?
Emmett!
What?
Bring me your fiercest leader.
This guy is the special.
This guy was a fierce warrior,
Okay, well, technically, I did the warrior stuff.
so you fought and master built and kicked butt, and then the hapless male was the leader.
He, well,
Lucy!
Emmett.
Hang on to your fronts, Planny. We're going to save Lucy and all of the other people who were captured.
Behold, the sister.
No woes. Do not give her the satisfaction of woeing this. That's even worse. Stop it!
Remember, it was not a 2-hour commercial. It was a self-aware, emotionally intelligent film about creativity and imagination. The protagonist of that film was Emmett, who was the most unlikely hero one can think about. But what did the film give as a message? Structured instruction versus imaginative freedom. So Emmett had all the freedom in the world to use the Lego bricks the way he wanted. The film grossed more than $450 million globally and revived Lego's cultural relevance. But more importantly, the film did not just advertise toys, it expanded the Lego universe. Character franchises started happening across different platforms. So from that one film emerged the Lego Batman movie.
Hello again, uber nerd fans. I heard you blew up the Twitter sphere about my sweet new feature film, the Lego Batman movie. You know, it's kind of like the original Lego movie, only vastly superior because it revolves entirely around me. So anyway, when you're as super as me, you don't get just one trailer. You get 2 trailers in 1 week. Check this out. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. I saved the city again today. I think you would have been really proud.
There you are.
Oh, Alfred, I am so sorry. I have incredible reflexes.
I should have known better than to sneak up on you like that. Were you looking at the old family pictures again?
No, I wasn't.
Sir, I've seen you go through similar phases in 2016 and 2012 and 2008 and 2005 and 1997 and 1995 and 1992 and 1989 and that weird one in 1966.
I have aged phenomenally.
Do you want to talk about how you're feeling?
What? No, I don't want to do that.
Sir.
No.
Sir.
No.
Sir.
No. Gosh, I hope we're recording that. We're not, Alfred. What did I say? ABR. Always be recording. Pow. Wham. First try.
The Lego Ninjago movie.
Baby, now we got bad blood. So take a look what you've done. 'Cause baby, now we got bad blood.
Hey, Mom, could we talk about Dad?
What's my name? Garmadon!
So, when you guys got together, was Dad always an evil warlord?
Okay, well, here it is. I got swept up. He had so many plans. He was so ambitious. He said he wanted to conquer the world.
It must have been
I thought it was a figure of speech. But if I had never met Garmadon, I would have never had you.
Hey.
His dad ruins everything. Uh-oh, it's Garmadon!
Can I have a bathroom pass?
Cost is clear.
Students, a true ninja knows when to fight and when to blend in the shadows. Unbelievable.
All right, guys, let's get Garmadon.
You
can't catch me, Green Ninja.
Watch this!
Where'd that come from?
Hello, Dad.
Lloyd?
That's right, and it's Lloyd, Dad.
Cause baby, now we got bad blood. You know it used to be bad blood.
It's okay, Lloyd. Nobody's parents are perfect.
Yeah, but I feel like there's more to Garmadon that I need to know.
To understand your future, you must go back to your ninja roots. Your dad was a ninja too.
Lloyd, you hear that? We've awakened the unstoppable beast. Meowthra.
Are you ready to risk your life for Ninjago?
Ninja, go! I haven't felt this good in a long time.
Lloyd, are you okay?
Yeah, I think it was my arm. Is it bad? Is it bad? I don't want to look. A scale of 1 to 10, how bad is it?
Oh, I'd say it's about a 7-point arm ripped off.
This film is not yet rated.
Each film expanded specific to character arcs. Simultaneously, Lego sets reflected film narratives. Now came the video games. Video games around the same story allowed immersive interaction. The YouTube shorts deepened character engagement. Each medium contributed something new. The story was not duplicated, it was layered, one above the other. From the film came the gaming, from the gaming came the YouTube shorts. Gaming was a participatory storytelling. Let's consider Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker saga, one of the most popular games online. Here, Lego merges its brick universe with the Star Wars narrative. Star Wars was one of the most important franchises of the Hollywood world. What did it do? It expanded Lego into established mythologies. Star Wars is all about people getting into the universe outside. It made the consumer an active protagonist. The user is no longer watching the story, they are building the story. They are controlling the story. They are rewriting Star Wars with the help of Lego. So, it was an 100% participative game. Then came the theme parks, where the physical world started telling the story. Legoland converted narrative into immersive space. Children could walk through cities they built at home. Remember, they built the game at home. Characters they saw in the films suddenly started appearing physically. The storytelling loop now became totally experiential. This is transmedia at its most powerful peak point. From the story to the object, to the screen, to the environment. So the user now started generating their own storytelling. Lego encourages fan creation through Lego Ideas platform. Fan designed sets, community competitions, consumers co-create narratives. What did this do? It democratized storytelling while strengthening loyalty to Lego.
Is Legoland worth it as an adult? Let's see. I used to come here all the time as a child. This was so nostalgic. Ticket price is £68 at the gate, but I booked it online the day before, got it for £34, and parking's £8 too. You know what? There were so many adult groups here. I was actually surprised. I would definitely recommend coming after 12 p.m. because everything is shut in terms of like food and restaurants. Now it's time to try out the rides and see if they're worth it. A lot of the queue times are only 5 minutes because I came on a random Thursday. I was going to get my driving license again, but I kind of felt embarrassed because it was just kids who were there. I found this new ride which was open. This ride is sick. It's like one of those VR virtual experiences where they have like a screen in front of you and then you're on a seat which goes up and down. It's like a virtual roller coaster. I got told off though and it was so embarrassing. The lady literally came on the megaphone like, can you put your phone away? I was like, oh my god, sorry, I'm so sorry. I also went to the gift shop as well, and you know what? I feel like these are made for adults, like all of these massive like Lego kits. The gift shops actually weren't too expensive either. You can see here I got a keychain for like £5.99. Here is the Kingdom area with the dragon ride, so I went on both roller coasters here and I found them so much fun.
One of the best parts of Legoland, California is the Legoland Hotel, which is located right at the entrance, and I am telling you, these are unlike any hotel rooms you have stayed in before. There are Lego bricks in every room. Everything is designed with families in mind, and the Legoland Hotel gave us some gifts for the kids, which was so kind. Thank you, Legoland! And then it was off to Legoland, but first a dance party in the elevator. Okay, now it's off to the park. So what I love about Legoland is that it is an interactive, hands-on theme park experience for families with kids ages 2 to 12. Which means if you have really little kids, then this is the perfect place to go because they will have plenty of things to do. And if you are a Lego enthusiast, the displays here are, look at this. How impressive is that? There was a Lego city that could have been an attraction on its own. Everything here was so fascinating to look at. They also had these cool interactive playgrounds all over the park. I'm telling you, Legoland is designed with little kids in mind. They also had this water pad that looked really fun, but it was a little cold and I told the kids they couldn't play there that day. Sorry, kids. There are also shows and entertainment throughout the park throughout the day. I was particularly fond of the dance party. But if you ask Rose what her favorite part of Legoland was, it's going to be this. The different stations around the park where you can build your own Lego creations, like the space-themed room where you can build your own lunar rover. Look at her lunar rover go. Legoland, California, thank you so much for having us. We had the best time.
Why the Lego Transmedia model works? Advantage 1, revenue diversification. Remember, anything is business. So revenue diversification, how did it happen? Instead of depending solely on toy sales, Lego started earning from the box office because of the film, streaming rights because of the game, licensing because of franchising, gaming licenses, and finally the theme parks that it created across spaces. So the narrative became a revenue multiplier. What was the second advantage? It created a deeper emotional attachment. A child who watches Lego films, plays Lego games, visits Legoland, builds sets at home, develops a multi-layered attachment towards Lego. Now the brand recall shifts from simple recall to brand immersion. The child cannot come out of Lego. What is the advantage 3? It created an extended brand life cycle. Single products fade out very quickly, but the world of stories evolve. The Lego narrative allows the universe to grow. Character reinvention, seasonal expansion, cross-franchisee collaboration, all these things in a strategic business modularity prevented brand stagnation. Absolutely strategic in thought. What was advantage 4? Suddenly there was a cross-generational appeal. Adults who grew up with Lego now watch films with their children. Transmedia enables generational continuity. I would have played Lego when I was young, but today I sit with my son and watch the Legoland film. It also created a cultural relevance. It started collaborating with global franchises like Harry Potter, Marvel Cinematic Universe, so two big franchises, and Lego remains embedded in contemporary culture. It borrows equity from, let us say, Harry Potter or the Marvel movies, but it is also reinforcing its own presence.
Now, in a few moments, you will pass through these doors and join your classmates. But before you can take your seats, you must be sorted into your houses.
For all the marketing students out there, what is the strategic insight out of this? Lego storytelling model demonstrates narrative is an infrastructure, not just a campaign. Platforms should expand, not duplicate the story. Participation increases attachment to the brand. Story ecosystems outlive product life cycles. Transmedia storytelling is not about being present everywhere. It is about designing a coherent narrative architecture where each platform adds meaning to Lego. If Lego had simply advertised toy sets on television, would it have built a billion-dollar entertainment franchisee? Or did storytelling convert plastic bricks into cultural capital? That distinction between the strategic methodology defines modern brand strategy. For all of you, let us compare the difference between Lego Transmedia storytelling model and Disney storytelling model. Now, both these franchisees are extremely successful in this world, the Lego and the Walt Disney. Both operate narrative ecosystems. Both extend stories across films and games and merchandise and experiences. Yet, their strategic architecture differs fundamentally. Let us look at this. Origin of the story worlds. Where did the story begin? Lego is a product-originated storytelling methodology. Lego began as a toy company. The physical brick was its core product. Narratives were later constructed around that product. For example, the Lego movie built a cinematic universe around construction toys. In Lego's case, what happened? First came the product, then came the story. That's how it expanded into the universe. Now let's look into how Disney originated its storytelling. Disney begins with a narrative. Films like Frozen or Lion King originate as stories. Merchandise follows the story. In Disney's case, first it is the story, then came the characters, then came the merchandise, and then, of course, there are the Disney parks. If I look into the control over the intellectual property in the Lego model, Lego often keeps collaborating with existing franchises. Harry Potter, the Marvel movies, the Star Wars. It adapts and reinterprets external IP through its brick aesthetic. Its toy is the brick. Remember, it's just that brick. From there, how it is grown up. Thus, Lego storytelling is frequently very interpretative and adaptive. It adapts to, let us say, one of the stories of Star Wars or to the story of Marvel. Whereas in the Disney, it has its own vast proprietary right. Star Wars is one of its acquisition. Pixar properties, the Disney storytelling is IP driven. It first tells the story, takes the patent for it, and then vertically integrates. Ownership controls the narrative continuity very tightly, right? Whereas in Lego, it is very play-centric expansion. Each platform encourages construction and participation. And the films inspire the children to build with the Lego bricks something which comes into their imagination. The video games enable interactive play with the bricks. Legoland converts play into a spatial experience. So, the consumer, the child here, becomes a co-creator, unlike in Disney. In Disney, it is more of an immersive expansion. Disney parks like the Disneyland, when people get in there along with their children, it is an highly immersive experience. The consumer's role here is absolutely 100% experiential. Everything is curated. You only have to move in there. You don't do anything there. But you enjoy that narrative universe, which is very tight and controlled by Disney. Whereas in Lego, the narrative architecture is modular storytelling. Any way I can put the bricks and make something out of it. Leave it to the child's imagination. Thereby, the game is modular. Somebody can build a multi-story house, somebody can build a truck, somebody can break it and reconstruct it into something. It is up to the child and his imagination. For example, the Lego Batman movie humorously reinterprets the myth about Batman. So, Lego storytelling is a mix of culture and imagination and consumer engagement. Disney is canonical storytelling. What is canonical storytelling? It controls. It's a linear story, right? Lion King is a film. The child cannot enter in there. But Lion King is highly character driven, emotionally orchestrated. Deviation from that story cannot happen, right? Whereas in Lego, you can deviate. You can create your own story. And the child gets immersive in Lego. Let's now understand the revenue patterns of Lego. Where does it come from? The revenue structure of Lego comes from toy sales, obviously, from licensing, from gaming, from film collaborations, from storytelling enhances, multiple storytelling which keeps happening and thereby the product sales increase. Whereas in Disney, what are the revenue pillars? Box office, the films, or Disney Plus, the streaming, the OTT platform, parks and resorts, and merchandise. Of course, every merchandise has to have a license. Storytelling itself is the primary revenue engine. If I want to look at the emotional positioning of Lego, the emotional positioning of Lego is simple: creativity and imagination. The message which is given by Lego is you can build anything. The narrative celebrates the user, whatever the user is doing. The user is immersed into Lego. Whereas for Disney, it is magic, dreams, and emotional storytelling. The message is we tell the stories that shape your childhood. So the control is in their hands. They create the emotional narrative, right? Whereas Lego does not do that. The Lego allows you to create the emotional narrative. What is the risk that Lego is running? Is it overtly dependent on its licensed IP? Question mark. Is brand dilution happening because of excessive collaborations? Remember, they are also collaborating with Disney, right? Is there a risk for Disney? Is there a franchisee fatigue? Till yesterday, Disney was available only in USA. Today, Disney is available in Hong Kong, in Singapore, everywhere, right? Is the linear format of storytelling limiting experimentation? That is something that we need to understand. It is far, far away, both the things. But they are playing in the same area. The transmedia storytelling models of the Lego Group and the Walt Disney Group differ fundamentally in their structural logic and value creation approach. They are very far apart. Lego operates on a product-first model, where their physical brick system comes before the narrative development. Stories are constructed around that brick, around the Lego product, and then it is expanded across films and games and theme parks and merchandise. Exactly in contrast is Disney. It's a story-first approach, which is originating from its proprietary narrative IP. That means the story is built first. Later on, it extends into merchandise, parks, and streaming ecosystems. Remember, its story is Disney's strength. It doesn't have a product. Lego's IP strategy is largely collaborative and adaptive, frequently integrating external franchises into its modular universe. Whereas Disney's strategy is ownership-driven. It relies on vertical integrations and control over intellectual property rights. The consumer's role is also absolutely different in both these giants. Lego positions its audience as co-creators who reconstruct and reinterpret the brand's universe, while Disney immerses the audience as they participate within carefully curated and structured story worlds. Narratively, Lego embraces a modular and playful style that encourages remix culture, whereas Disney maintains a linear and emotionally orchestrated storytelling tradition. Ultimately, Lego's core strength lies in its creative ecosystem, while Disney's competitive advantage rests in its emotionally powerful IP, proprietary rights of their storytelling empire. So please understand how important is storytelling even to the world of children. Disney or Lego is meant for children. Adults go in along with them. Yet, it is a strategic insight into understanding how businesses evolve around a consumer. Lego demonstrates how a product brand can evolve into a narrative universe. Disney demonstrates how a narrative IP can dominate the global culture. Both succeed in transmedia storytelling, but they scale through different logics. Their pathway is different. Lego builds stories around objects, small objects. Disney builds objects around stories. How very different. One has a product, one has just a story. But both use transmedia, that means multiple media, to reach to the consumer. Now this is a question for you guys. Which model is more stoical in the long run? A modular participatory storytelling ecosystem or a tightly controlled IP empire? The answer depends on control versus creativity. Control in the world of Disney, creativity in the world of Lego. Dear students, we are talking about marketing through stories. How to lead and build compelling narratives. In this module, you have moved from the world of social media to television to newsprint to radio to outdoor to music and to toys and stories. Everywhere the story spine is important. If a major company like Disney can depend on IP controlled story spine, then think how important is storytelling to create a brand empire. Every brand in this world depends upon the tone of their story that they are doling out to their consumers. How are you telling your story? How do you receive your consumers' feedback? How do you control or transform data points into a beautiful story that the consumer falls in love with? Is the world of brand storytelling. And that's how marketeers market brands across the world, whether it's Nike, whether it's Disney, whether it's Bata, or whether it's Maggie. Storytelling is the spine for doing any marketing, whether it is digital platform or whether it is non-digital platform like the TV and the newsprint. But there has to be metrics to understand the return on investment. So this entire module, we spoke about the different storylines across different digital touch points plus non-digital touch points. What are the metrics and how transmedia can change the consumer's perspective towards the brand. Marketing is not so very easy. Marketing is all about creativity, and it's all about how you build the story for the unknown consumer out there, and yet he falls in love with you. See you soon.